All right. Let's see. We are going to get started. It's nice to see all of you on today. I'll go to this next screen. It looks like we've got quite a few new names than we did last week, which is awesome. But those of you that were here, you know that the player challenge is really fun and it's focused on solving problems in the game. And we're going to watch some video clips of real salvo games. So you will need something to write on and something to write with. And then many of you already have your cameras on. Absolutely awesome. If you are willing to put your camera on or able to, that is great. It's helpful to see your face and be able to talk to you. If not, no problem. But definitely make sure you know where to find the chat and know how to unmute yourself, because the goal is certainly for everybody to be able to participate today. Those of you that don't know, I'm Coach Delaney. I am the East 8 through 12 director for Salvo, and I also coach in the Girls Academy. Coach Matt Delcroix is also on here with us. Matt, did you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
So we'll both be on here today. I'll be leading it. So in the chat, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask it to everybody, or you can also reach out to Matt directly and he can be really helpful if you have any questions you want to ask on the side and get back to you that way. All right. So today what we're going to do, like I said, this is a video-based activity. And we say activity because it isn't like school. It's different than school, but we are going to take some focus and it's going to take some mental energy for you guys to be really present so we can talk about soccer in a really different way. And we center this around what would you do? So essentially we're going to show you a freeze frame, a little bit of a clip, and then a picture, and talk about how we could identify what the problem is, see what we see, and solve this problem or achieve the goal that we have. So you guys are all soccer players. You know a lot about soccer. We want you to use what you already know, and hopefully everybody walks away learning something a little bit new. And then through all of this, when we get back on the field, you will be able to apply this to how you think about the game in real time. So all around, it's a fun environment and we want all of you to have fun. The more you are willing to put yourself out there and participate, definitely the more fun it will be. As we get into it, rules, there are no right or wrong ideas. The goal is to share what you think. Try your best. We're not looking for an exact right answer. There's a lot of different ways that we can solve problems in soccer, and we want to hear ideas so we can talk about it together, and maybe what I know versus what Asher thinks versus what Brooke thinks is all a little bit different. And then we can all leave this and think a little bit differently than how we came in, which would make us better soccer players in the end. As everybody's talking, be present, listen to them. If you have questions, no problem to ask, but we'll be respectful. And then, like I said, we're actually going to watch video of Salvo players. So some of you may see yourself on the field in the video. If I haven't seen everybody that's here, but you might recognize some people in there anyways. Maybe they're some of your friends. Regardless, like we talked about, this is watching some of our players play, and in a game, all of these decisions are happening really fast. And so now we're going to take this opportunity that we have to take a lot of time and talk in detail about things. So then when we get put back in those situations, we can be top level players. So let's get ready. First things first, everybody kind of shake it out a little bit. We're going to start off with this warm up activity. So everybody take a look at your screen, make sure you can see it all right. And you'll want to follow the coin. Oh, didn't stop it fast enough. Who followed the coin and knew where it was? Got it? Lots of us did, huh? All right. Did anybody else? Could anybody that may have seen something a bit unique happen in this video unmute themselves and tell us? Did you see anything? You may not have.
they switched one of the green cups with some other object and then put it back out?
Yeah, very good, Charlie. They switched one of the green cups. Watch the green cup that gets down here in this space. Did anybody notice that before? Other than Charlie? It's a green pepper. At what point in the video there was 5 hands in here instead of just 4? So lots of other things going on, and it's just like the game, right? It's easy to watch one piece of information. A lot of people might get stuck watching the ball, but there's other things going on all the time. So it's really critical that we're paying attention to all of those other little factors, little details, so we can be set up to be the best we can. Okay. Layout for today, that was our little fun warm up. We're going to talk through a clip and go through it really detailed. And then today we're actually going to take some time for you guys to go through a clip individually and think all on your own and see what you come up with. And we're going to come back to share. So it's going to be busy, but keep that thinking cap on and let's see what good ideas you guys have. All right. First things first, everybody check this out. This should look very familiar to all of you, being awesome soccer players that you are. Big field. Everybody sees that? Okay. This goal, this is going to be our team's goal. Okay. This is our team's goal. This is the other team's goal, the goal they're trying to score on. Everybody got that? See how I have the letter A, B, C, B, and A up here? Somebody give me a nod. If you see it, a little bit of a nod. Okay. See this area of A. So there's 2 A channels. What would we call those on a field? Who knows?
The wide channels.
Yeah, wide channels. Very good. Now let's look at C. Who knows what we would call this C channel?
The center channels.
Yeah, the central channel. So there's 1. Now extra tricky. Who knows this B? These B channels. Anybody? They're a little next level. So we can use them. Sometimes at this point, they might still be considered part of the space, but these areas.
The midfield channels?
Close. We call them the half space. Okay. So we've got a central channel, half space, and wide channels. And there's a left half space and a right half space, just like there's a left wide channel and a right wide channel, right? And it's always from the perspective of the direction we're traveling. Got that? It's pretty simple, right? Okay, now you see I have D and I have E over here. What would E be if we're talking about this space that runs side to side on the field that my mouse is traveling? Say that again?
The defensive half?
Yeah, big time. Nice. Good job. Now what about D?
The attacking half?
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So here we go. Somebody who hasn't answered yet, tell me if I put my mouse in this section right there, what is the clearest you could be about where it is? Who can do it?
AD. Wait, no, I don't know.
That's good for the grid. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. But what if we're just using the words that we identified? So this was what channel again?
Wide channel.
Yep. On what side?
The left side.
Yep. Left wide channel. And then what other piece helps us know where we are?
Attacker.
Yeah, in the attacking half. So we're in the left wide channel in the attacking half. Okay. So those are pieces that we're going to hopefully keep with us as we talk about the game and get into more and more detail about the field and where we're going or hoping to go when we solve problems. Okay. All right. Keep that with you. Lock that in. Lock those pieces in there. Okay. Everybody grab your piece of paper that you have. Okay. I'll show you a picture of what it could look like because that might be a little bit easier. So you can just fold it hamburger style, fold it hot dog style, and have 4 sections. You can just draw 2 lines so it splits into 4 different quadrants on the page. And then you want each of these sections to be in charge of 1 section per thing. Okay. So 1 section is observations. And I'll give you some time, so don't be panicked. I'll give you some time to write it down. Once you're done, if you could just hit in the chat and say that you're done, that'd be really helpful so we know when most of us are ready to roll.
The chat is disabled.
Oh, it is, huh? Is it there now?
No, it still does that the chat is disabled on mine.
Well, then I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna fix that right now, because to me it looks like we've got a chat, but I'll look into that going forward. But that's great because that means that everybody gets to talk a lot today. So when you're done, just unmute yourself and let me know. Doesn't need to be a race or anything, but we just want to make sure most of us are ready to roll.
I'm done.
Okay, thanks, Ben.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm
Done.
Great. Oh, smoked my knee.
I'm done.
Great. Looks like we got a few more. Got a couple camera-less kids. That's okay. About 30 more seconds and we're going to move on, and we'll be able to talk about what this needs to look like again if we need it. So if I move on, don't panic. It'll still be there for us.
Done.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. On to the next part. So everybody look at your paper. The first thing that we're going to look in is the observations. Who knows what an observation is? Go ahead.
Something you see?
Something you see, for sure. So there are a lot of things that you hopefully will see within even this tiny clip. So I'm going to show you the clip a couple times, and then I'm actually going to show us a picture of everything standing still. Okay. And I want you to write down every single thing that you see. Nothing is too small. Okay. It's very short. Okay. And when we talk about us or we or our team, it's going to be the orange team today. And so you see it's orange versus red, which isn't a great lineup, but we are the orange guys. Good guys, orange guys. Go Salvo. Okay, I'll show it 2 more times and then we'll go to the picture. Okay, look at all the different things. More than the ball, more than the ball. Okay, here we go. Next one. So here is the picture. Here is the picture. I'll give you 1 minute. Every single thing that you see, everything. And I changed the bad guys to black on this one, so it's easier for us to see. So we, the good guys, orange and triangles on the pictures. Bad guys are always in black, circles. Okay, 10 more seconds. All right. So we don't have the chat. So who can tell us what's one thing that you observed? Go ahead, Ben.
All of our teammates were in the attacking half.
So all the teammates in the picture are in the attacking half. Who's got another thing?
All the orange players are like marked.
All the orange players are marked. Okay. Who said that?
Me, Ava.
Ava. Thanks, Ava. All right.
They're all like pushing up and not worrying about offsides because like they're making them stay up so they're not offsides because they're all on their half of the field.
Okay, so they're not offsides. So you talking PJ about
We
this?
have
Like this
They're
guy's
all, they're all spread out.
who's all
There's
spread
more
out?
black than orange.
Ooh, Asher, there's more black than orange. Okay.
we have players in each of the channels.
We have players in each of the channels. Who said
It's
that?
not really being supported.
Charlie said that.
Charlie, thanks, Charlie. You say the player with the ball isn't really being supported.
Yeah, because the other two are kind of far behind her. That's what I saw in the video clip.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
no open passes.
There's no open passes. Okay.
Everyone
There's-
has a defender.
Yep. Everyone
There's
has.
4 people by the.
There's a lot of space in his channel.
There's 4 people by the person that has the ball.
4 people by the person that has the ball. Were you counting these 4, Wyatt? Or these 4?
The first 4.
First 4. Okay. All right. Lots of good observations. What was another observation? Did anybody notice what type of surface this game was being played on?
Turf.
Turf? Yeah. Very good. And is turf a little different than grass?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of those pieces, really important to observe those. Maybe if we watch a clip in the future and it's raining and we're outside, that's another important observation, right? What if the fans are going wild and you just hear them screaming on the sideline? Is that an observation that's important to the game? Could that change how a game goes?
Yeah.
You think if fans are going absolutely bonkers, there could be lots of energy, don't you think? That could change the game. Okay, good, really good. All right, so now we're gonna go back. We'll watch the clip again, but now everybody's looking at this section about what is the team trying to achieve. And by that, I mean this. There's one orange player that has the ball. So our team is attacking because we have possession of the ball. So the orange team as a whole, in the area of the field that they're in, what are they trying to do right now? Okay.
Trying to get into space.
Attack.
Yeah. So write these things down. Write all these pieces down that you're thinking of right now. Okay. What we want to think about is the orange team. And then even further with specifically what's the player with the ball trying to do and what are his teammates without the ball trying to do. Okay. So those 3 different things. Okay. I'll show you the clip again.
Find space.
Okay. We'll get, how about 20 more seconds? I'll show the clip a few times and then we'll look at the picture and then we'll talk about what you think.
The one that walked into the video at the last second is trying to make a run on the other side.
The one who walked into the video at the last second?
Yeah.
This guy that was just coming out?
Yeah.
So this number 2 for us probably, or maybe it could have been the 7 maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. So you've got the situation here. All right. Who can tell us? What do we think the orange team is trying to do?
Score.
Score.
Or
Are they in a position right now that they can score?
no.
So
No.
what would be something that they'd have to do before they could score?
His teammates could get open for passes.
So we might have to get open for passes.
Spread
Okay.
out. Go up a little more.
Okay. If we get into this area that's open space, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to go this direction? See where my cursor's moving from the ball? This way? Is that the way we want to travel in the end?
No, they want to go forward.
Yeah, we want to go forward. So we want to go forward, and there's a couple different ways we can go forward, right? We could overload. We could look to potentially change the point of attack. Could look to break lines. Okay, so there's different ideas. We could look to have a combination to get around somebody and get forward. So all of these different ideas that I know you have definitely practiced and probably done in games. And now we're going to just talk about them and see what we can come up with. Okay. But before we do that, everybody should have their paper filled out with what we're trying to achieve. So the team, we talked about this player wanting to go forward. So this player that has the ball wants to help us go forward, but they've got to help us what in order to do that? In order to go forward, there's one important thing that we have to keep.
Possession.
Yeah, we have to keep possession of the ball. So this player's job is to help us go forward and help us keep possession of the ball. All these other players that were in the frame, and like PJ pointed out, this guy was just coming in. What are they trying to do right now to help us achieve that goal?
Stay on side.
Stay on side. Okay.
Number 10 might be trying to pass the ball to number 2, and like number 2 would run onto it.
Okay, so maybe they're going to get open into some open space. So now we can get forward. Okay, thanks, Ava.
Maybe the 9 and the 3 come a little bit more right to get a pass.
So they start to come maybe into the central space to get open or get in closer proximity to the ball. So we know this player with the ball wants to keep possession and help us get forward. And we know the other teammates want to get into positions that can help us get forward and help us get forward or help us get to goal so we can score. Everybody got that? So that's what are we trying to achieve section on your paper should say. So make sure that's there so you can remind yourself, because we're going to take a little mental break right now. So everybody get your focus. Going to really challenge you. You're going to get out of soccer mode and then you're going to have to come back in. So it's going to be like a real game. It's like you're being subbed out and you have to be subbed back on. Okay. Everybody ready? Okay. Attention break. And nothing is going to be in the chat. Everything's going to be just, you got to unmute yourself. Find 3 things in your room that start with the letter A. Go. Or whatever room that you're in. Who's got it?
Apple.
Okay, we got an apple.
Amazon speaker.
Ooh, Amazon speaker.
An armrest.
And an armrest. Nice. Very nice.
Bottle of wine.
Armrest, animal, and Alexa.
Animal.
Animal and
Armchair.
Alexa.
Yes, I have a snake.
Did somebody just say a bottle of wine?
Yeah.
You should not have that in your room, PJ.
It's not my room. I'm
There's
in
a
the
bottle of
basement
wine
by
down
the
here
bar.
too.
Oh yeah, a bottle of wine in my.
All right, next thing, 2. Could you find 3 things in your room that are red? Go. Whatever room you're in, red things, bring it to the camera. Go.
A cup.
Bring it to the camera. Quick, quick.
Ping pong table. Except you can't bring that.
This Lego airplane my brother has.
Ooh, Lego airplane. That's pretty cool.
Air hockey puck thing.
Air hockey.
My brother's red hoodie.
Ooh, a red
Blood.
hoodie.
Blood.
Oh, nice.
A wine bottle, cap.
Yeah, what do you have? Soccer ball, a present, and a card. Nice.
Wine bottle cap.
Wine
Nerf
bottle
bullet,
cap.
and a bag of chips.
Woo. Good job, Asher.
Blood.
Huh?
Blood.
Okay. Blood. Thanks. Nice. Oh, Sienna's got more than 3. She's got some to share for anybody who's out of red stuff. So if you need anything, you can phone a friend. Sienna's got you. Okay. Last one. One thing in your room that's soccer related. Go. Who's the fastest?
Soccer ball. I mean volleyball. No, that's
Ooh, that was
volleyball.
fast.
Soccer
I
ball.
think a couple of you tied. That was fast. That was really fast. And if you didn't find one,
My
Fatsy,
old soccer ball.
you got to always have something soccer related around you. That's how,
Soccer ball.
that's how I live, just in case this question ever comes up, so I could get it answered really fast.
My old soccer ball.
Nice.
I have a soccer ball and a water bottle.
Wow. See, okay.
Soccer ball.
Sienna's ready. If anybody needs any extra stuff, she has got it. You'd be good at a scavenger hunt, Sienna. This was good. Okay, everybody, soccer balls down. Back to the screen, find your paper again. This is the true test. Are you able to do some fun and then come back to focus? Who can do it? Okay, here we go. Grab your paper, Asher. Okay. So now we talked about observations and we talked about what we're trying to do, what we want to achieve as the player with the ball, as the teammates of the player with the ball, and as the team. Okay. Talked about those pieces. So now I want you to think about, we want to achieve that goal. So what things do we see? What potential parts of the observations are really important for us to know and think about and be aware of in order to achieve our goal? Okay, so some of them might be the same as some of your observations. That's okay. But right now we're just identifying what is really the most important piece. I'm going to start my timer. Everybody's got a minute. Pedro, what are you doing? Dribbling around or something? Passing a soccer ball? All right, we got 10 seconds left. Be ready to share what you've got. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I want you to share, but remember, this is your perspective, so there are no right or wrong ideas. I want you to share what you think or what you saw or what you think would be really important for you to solve the problem. What if you were the player with the ball at your feet right now? What if you were one of the teammates of that player? What's important for you to know? So who's willing to be brave and share first? I don't hear anybody.
I can go.
I will.
Okay, who said I can go?
I can go.
I can't see. Let me do this. I'll do it this way.
Sienna was the first.
Okay, thanks. Go ahead, Sienna.
One thing that's important to me is no one's in the open space that I see, and I would be frustrated if I had the ball because there's all this open space ahead, but nobody's really there.
Okay. Can you tell us really specifically where that open space is that you see?
Well, I see both in the top left and right corners. You are like kind of right by, if the player 7, I think, if he went up just a little more,
This guy?
there's a
Yeah.
bunch of open space.
Yep.
Up
And
there.
if we extra test Sienna, what would we call this space of the field?
The wide channel. Yeah, the right, wide.
Yeah,
Upper
the
channel,
right
I
wide
forgot.
channel. Good job, Sienna.
Defensive.
Yeah. Yeah, but remember, if we're in this half and this is the goal that we want to score on, that's our attacking half because it's far away from our goal. Thanks, Sienna. Good stuff. Who else was ready to share? So if Sienna talked about that there is open space that we don't have players in. What's another one?
Me?
Who's me?
Go ahead, Ben.
Make sure you have the ball and make sure you're going forward.
Okay, so having possession and the direction that we're traveling. Who knows what direction our team was traveling? Do we know? We can't tell quite from the picture. Does anybody remember from that short?
He was like traveling like closer to number 7.
It's moving this way?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a hand raised and your picture disappeared on me. Well, I just lost whoever had their hand raised. Go ahead if you have another idea. So they're traveling this way. We started to go forward. Does anybody know which direction the black circles were going?
Backward.
Backward. Was everybody moving at the same speed?
No.
So we had different speeds. Is that important too? Okay, thanks, Ben. So we've got open spaces where there is or is not a teammate. If we have possession of the ball, which direction our team is going and the opponent is going. What's another thing that would be really critical to know?
The orange team needs to like start like moving and trying to get into new space.
Okay, so you want to find those open space. So we have to know where it is on the field. So we have to know where we are on the field and where the open space is on the field so we know how to get there, right? Very good. I don't see your face on who said that, but thank you.
Yes, go ahead, Alexa.
Something that's kind of important to me is it kind of looks like the defense is like really huddled by the person who has the ball. So if I was the offense, like a different player, I would try to like lure the defense like a different direction, like away from the person who has the ball.
Oh, so how can you potentially manipulate the opponent to go into different areas to open up other areas? That's very good. Okay, those are all great answers. So I made this list here and I'm going to go through them. Let's see if you thought about these things. Okay. So we talked about that one. Did we have possession of the ball? Space. Where were we on the field? Who remembers?
The attacking half.
Yep. What about the vertical channel? Anybody remember?
The wide channel.
Yeah, we were close to the wide channel. We were all probably in between the wide channel and that half space, right? That new sneaky half space that we just learned about. Okay. And so that's where the ball was. We talked about where there was open space. Where are our teammates and where are the opponents? So you guys talked about that even early on as the observations where our teammates were. And then the opponents, you talked about how there's a lot of opponents around the player with the ball. And who remembers in that picture, how many teammates versus how many opponents? Did anybody count?
I think there was 6 like of the black circles and 5 of the orange team.
6 and 5. Asher, I saw your hand shoot up. Did you have the same thing?
I had 7 black and 5 orange.
7 black and 5 orange.
That's what I had too.
Yeah, same.
Let's check. And there we go. There's 7 blacks plus a black goalkeeper and 5 oranges. So very good. So how many players are involved matters on both teams or in a space to be able to be involved. And then time. Is there time or no time? How do you know what time looks like in a freeze frame?
If there's space in front of them, you know they have time. Or if someone's like backing up, you know they have time because they are backing up instead of running straight at them.
So you're saying if an opponent is backing up instead of going towards them, they have more time? Okay.
Yeah.
So it has to do with the space on the field and also what the other team is doing, right? And that helps us paint the picture of what space or what time looks like. And time and space are really tied together. So it's very good. Okay. So now take a minute and think about this. How would you achieve the goal that we're hoping? How would you make that come to life? We talked about getting forward, breaking a line, getting into open space, lots of different ways. But as we look at the picture, and I'll bring the picture back up, how exactly what would we need to do? And yeah, I threw numbers on here just so it was a bit easier for us to talk about. But yes, this would be the real 7 for the orange team and the 11 for the orange team. But I wanted to make sure it was easy for us so we didn't have any replicating numbers on here. All right. Wyatt, you want to share how you would achieve it? I saw you.
I would achieve it by not losing the ball.
Okay, step number 1. Number 10 has to keep the ball. But this battle here, this was definitely happening. So is this player in a position that they need some help? Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody have another idea of how they would achieve it?
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
What I would do is I would pass to number 2, and then because he has space to dribble and no one's really watching him, and then I would like probably want everybody to like go in the middle and kind of treat it like a corner kick.
No. So you'd want this guy to get the ball and then everybody else to get into this space so then we can serve it in and then we can get an opportunity on goal?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'd find the wide area and we'd get a service into a central area. All right. Who was that?
Ava.
Thanks, Ava. Anybody else have another idea? How about this? I'll ask a couple questions. If we want to achieve this goal, can all of the oranges stay exactly where they are right now?
No.
Find new space.
They have to find new space. So could somebody tell me specifically, where would we want number 2 to go to be most helpful?
Wide channel.
Up the field.
Up the field. So maybe our 2 gets up here. Would that be better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if our 10 is able to play it to the 2 way up here, are they in a pretty good spot?
Yeah.
Okay, I would agree because this is definitely open area, an open space on the field. So we'd want to get through there. Then what do we want all these other guys to do though?
Shift maybe a little
Go
bit.
to the middle, maybe.
Go to the middle.
Move
Sienna,
up the
you said
field,
shift
like-
a little. So maybe our 9 starts to come
have
across
the 8 move up.
and we get in between. Who was just saying something?
Have the 8 move forward more.
Have the 8 move forward. So maybe the 8 gets into the space of the 6 and makes them have to decide what they're going to do. That could be great. So there's lots of ideas, but we talk about moving. We need these players definitely to move off the ball. And this player was working hard. You guys remember in the clip, right? Was this player working, how about this? Working fast or working slow?
Fast.
Fast. So we need these players to work fast or slow.
Fast.
Fast.
Yeah. And we know that because of what we saw. And that those pieces we can't tell just from this little freeze frame. So we had to put it all together. Very good. Very, very good. All right. That was awesome. Everybody, do we understand the process? And by process, I mean, we looked at a short video clip and we looked at a picture. And what was the first things we did?
Observations.
Observations. So we were looking at all the little details. Then what was the second thing we did?
What is the team trying to do?
What is the team trying to do? And was it just the team?
The other team too.
Well, we talked about it. What's our team want to do as a team? But then what does the player with the ball want to do that? And
His teammates.
and his teammates. Very good. What was the third thing?
Important factor.
Yep, the important factors. And then the last piece to put it all together was?
Achieve the goal.
Yeah, how do you achieve the goal?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put you all to the test now. You guys are going to go through the process by yourselves. Okay? So I'm going to go to a new clip. So if you need to flip your paper over or write in a different space if you didn't take up all the space, but you're going to have a brand new clip to look at. brand new things to see and think about, and a new way to solve it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you those pieces. You fill out all the sections, think about those things. I'll give you time to work. You can ask questions to me or to Coach Matt. And then we'll come together and we'll see what ideas we have of who can share with us what they think. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Nice. Oh, sweet. Ava with the emoji. Here we go. So your paper, I'll give you another glimpse of this if you need a reminder. Okay. All right. And here's clip number 2. Okay. So it's the same teams, same orange versus red. Orange are the good guys. Red are the bad guys. And when we have the picture, I changed it to orange triangles and black circles. Okay. So it'll be the same when we, go to that part. Okay. So the ball starting right here. Okay. Show it 2 more times. It's really short. And it's that last moment. That's where the freeze frame is. Okay. More time. Okay. And here is the picture. Okay. Here is the picture. I'll set my timer. Gonna have to work and think a little fast. Let's do 3 minutes starting now. Ooh, gotta think fast. One minute left. Twenty seconds left. All right, and time. Okay. So this is what we've got. So who's willing to be brave and share with us? So it can be a variety of things. It could be your thought process through the whole system. You could share just a specific part. Maybe it's just your observations. And again, no right or wrong answers. And it's important to share so we all can hear your ideas and learn from them. So I saw Alexa's hand up. I'm going to actually pop over to this screen so I can move as we talk a little bit. Okay, can you guys all see the soccer field screen? Okay.
Yeah.
Alexa, go ahead, kick us off.
Okay, so I saw some observations. I saw a lot of space over by number 8 on the orange. I thought he could kind of like move up more where the black 3 is, kind of to get more space, and then number 9 could pass like a ball like up the field, so then number 8 could like run up the ball and then get the ball and have open space.
Okay. Thanks, Alexa. Go ahead, Wyatt.
That there are 4 oranges and 6 or 7 like blue. I forget the color.
4 oranges or 6 or 7. How many do you see now?
I see 5 blues and 4 oranges.
Nice. Good stuff.
Can I go?
Yep.
Who said that?
No, Sienna raised her hand since the beginning too, just after.
Okay, let's go. Sienna, Ava, Ben. Go ahead, Sienna.
Because my first thing is that there's just this one defender that's kind of not by the person. Because number 3 and 8, I think 3 is supposed to guard 8, but he's kind of just over there.
Okay, he's kind of just over here.
He's leaving this one person right here open.
Okay. Thanks, Sienna. Ava?
For like the observations part, like when the person got the ball, like everybody just started running with him and like nobody was getting open.
What do you mean running with him?
Like I think it was 11 who got past the ball and then he passed it to 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when 11 got past the ball, like the 9 ran towards him. And then all the oranges just started running forward and nobody was getting in the wide channel.
So instead of moving this direction, we were moving this direction, is what you're saying. Okay. Thanks, Ava. Ben?
I think the 8 and the 9 should do a give and go so that they could do like a split through the 4 and the 3 of the black or the 4 and the 2 of the blacks so they could score.
Like this?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? So get the ball to the 8 so we can do a give and go and then maybe we can get to goal?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, with Ben's idea there, and I think Alexa's idea as well, talked about getting the ball into this space. Did anybody else have a similar way to achieve it? Well, first off, who can share with us what they think the goal of the team is? Right here in this moment. Anybody?
For the 9 to be able to turn around so he could be facing to the goal.
Okay. So the 9 could be that could be a way to get us facing forward, but which direction do we want to move?
Or toward the other team's goal.
Yeah. Is the goal in this clip really different than the goal in the other clip? What do you think? In the last clip we watched with the ball over here?
Yeah, it's different because in the last clip we were trying to keep possession, but in this one we have more space with the 9 so we can try and get a shot.
Okay, so we could try and get a shot. I think always when we're attacking, a goal for us is we always want to have the ball, right? We want to keep possession. Unless we put it in the back of the net, we want to keep it. But yeah, we're still looking to get forward. We're still looking to see if we can create any 2v1s, 1v1 situations to break lines. So then we can get an opportunity to score, right? We want to break into this goal scoring area. We want to get in there so we can be deadly and score goals. Is anybody else? Matt, did you see anybody else with their hand up that I hadn't called on? Wyatt, go ahead, Wyatt.
For an observation, they were playing on turf.
Nice. Good job. Very good. Okay. So we've got observations. We've got what we're trying to do. I think you guys brought up the observations that you thought were most important. Give me a nod if that's kind of what you were sharing with us when you were. Ben? I know Alexa, Sienna. Okay. Ava, thank you. So if we want to get into this area to get an opportunity on goal, how could we do it? We had one option of doing a give and go to get into this space. Which way was this player facing?
Number 9 has no forward pass options.
Number 9 has no forward pass options. Which direction is number 9 facing when he's about to receive the ball?
His goal.
More towards his goal, kind of off towards this side, right? So he needs options probably in which direction?
Toward the other team.
Well, he'll need for sure an option the way he's facing. Which way is he facing again? Is it this way? Which way is it?
Yeah, there's a bunch of space over there.
There is a bunch of space over there. Who could help us, do you think, get into this space?
11.
11. Get up here into this space. What could this 8 do?
Go to the other side, and then the 10 could go to the middle to be a support option.
Yeah, there we go. Now look at this. Now how many options does this 9 have?
3.
3 options, and we could start to look to go forward. And especially does the 9 right now. So you are right. Whoever said this, that the 11 was one that passed the ball to the 9. Is the 9 under immediate pressure? What is,
No.
how would it look if he was? How do we know the difference between immediate pressure and time and space?
If the other opponent was right on him.
Yeah, so if the 4 was right here, would he be in trouble? Immediate pressure? Yeah, then we need a pass right now. But when he doesn't, hopefully, what did his teammate say to him as he played the ball?
Man on.
Right now?
Soon.
Man on soon? Does he have a man on?
Not really.
Not really. So what could he do?
Say space.
Could say space. There are 2 things you can say when you play a ball to one of your teammates that are really clear. One is man on. If they have pressure coming on them or already on them, man on. And that means that they should look for a pass really quickly. Or what's the other one?
Turn.
Turn. And turn tells them what?
That there's no on and you can turn.
Yeah, that they've got some space so they can turn. Would that be a good idea for 9 right here in this situation to turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they turn, what is this right here?
A one-on-one.
A one-on-one to goal, right?
Yeah.
Being salvo players, do we want to take players on 1v1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody picture the move you would use to beat this number 4. Okay. I think mine would definitely be a scissor. Boom. Get over here. Oh no, the ball's stuck. There we go. Got it. Probably upper 90. Excellent. Okay. Good job, everybody. That was really good.
Thanks.
Let's go back here. All right. As we look ahead, so we had our player challenge last week. If you weren't there for it, you can go onto our YouTube channel and check it out there. We did this one tonight. It will also be put up on our YouTube channel. So if you want to revisit it or think about it a little more, you can check it out there. It should be up tomorrow. And then next week, we will have another player challenge. So it's going to be Thursday, same time, same place. And we really, really hope you guys come because you are doing a really, really great job. Okay. hope you all had fun. And thank you very much for coming tonight. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too.